Hi, I just recently ordered these black canvases from Amazon. They came in a, let's see, what is this? I don't have a, oh, here's my ruler. I was trying to think of where my ruler went. I forgot I hung it up here. So it is 8 by 8. And then this one is about 6 3/4 by 8. So what I was thinking about doing is creating a new type of exploded canvas using these. They're lightweight. I don't really want to go through putting a backer board and all that. That made it nice, but I think I would prefer trying this because it's already done and it's layered. So the other one was flat because it was the same size as the canvas, but I thought this was kind of cool to make it this way. I just haven't decided if I want to make it straight or if I want to go the corner route. I like both. I really like how that looks. It's just different. I think I'm going to do it this way. I have more, there's like 4 of each type, so if it doesn't work out, I can use it for something else. I'm not really concerned about whether it works or not. It was very inexpensive to buy, and this is just so much lighter, and I don't need to find a frame for it. It's just ready to go. All I have to do is on this one put a hanger, and I don't have to work on this right away. I can completely do everything with this one. So what did I decide? I decided to do this. Okay. So now what I want to do is make a straight line somewhere. I just want this skull to fit. So I don't want to go past a certain point. Okay, I think that'll work. So now I know this is where I want to create my slits. So the first one is going to go this way. And this way. And then this way. Like that. So then when I put the skull, I'm going to paint this. When I put the skull in here, I had trouble with this staying, and so I want to make sure that I can make this go around to the wooden piece like that. And this will be painted. I'm going to paint that part. But I have some other ideas on how to make this work. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. But that's how I was thinking that this would work out. It may not. But that's one of the things about me. If I get an idea, I'm going to try it. You know, what's there to worry about? I'm just going to make that go to there. Okay. So these are odd. They're not the same. This one's a little different. Oh, I didn't cut this one. Okay, I'm going to cut it all the way. There we go. So they'll be a little odd, a little off, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I just feel like this possibly would work out a little bit better. Okay, now I know I want it there. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut this all the way. Like that. So now, scissors. And these will be pretty much random. It's not going to be matchy-matchy on both sides or on each edge. Okay. All right, now let me see if this is going to work out. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it already. So that is going to work. So I want to have a place to staple or put a small tack or something for all of these pieces. This not 100%, but it's still going to work. So let's see how I will accomplish. So that, like that. These will go like that. It's a little quirky, but that's all right. All right, let's see. I'm going to trim this one to go to a point. And then this one. Let's see, how did I had it in my mind. Okay, I'm going to trim that one and that one. And I really believe there's no right or wrong on doing these. You just do it. And however it turns out, it turns out. Okay, so I think that is how I want it to go. I could actually just cut this off, and maybe I'll do that. I'll just cut this piece off. Because that really doesn't do anything. It just, yeah, I think I'll do it that way. Okay, so then this one goes like that. And I'll do this one the same as below. Okay, so this one here I cut wrong, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. I can make it fit. I tried doing my last one. I mean, I did that video in July, so I tried doing chapters. I'm not sure which one is going to be the best idea, but whatever works, I'll try just about anything. If it's within my capabilities, I will try. All right. I started doing this, I started out the last video wanting to do this skull, and I had a couple of ideas, and then I just didn't care for it. But I have since painted it. I mended it. It doesn't look bad. And then I've painted it and sealed it. And I think it looks pretty good. This will be the top part, like that. And see, now I have a surface with this one to make sure that this is solid. So, and the same thing with that one. I can do the same thing with that one. I can cut this off. And this one will just go like that. I'm trying to avoid the numerous cuts that I had with the skeleton, because this is only one piece, and I just don't want to have a ton of stuff to deal with. I think that's going to work. Okay, so now what I have to do is go ahead and paint this, because I want the I want to avoid Mod Podge and all of that stuff, because I found that the Mod Podge was the reason that it wouldn't glue with hot glue. It just wouldn't glue. And so, okay, this is the bottom. So now I can paint this. So I'm just going to paint this in the colors that my grandson likes, and because this is going to be for him. So now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, with this, I should probably use a stiff brush, because then it would get in all those grooves. don't think I have one at my table, of course. All right. I love this mat. I've used it for lots of things. And I've used it for polymer clay. I had to clean it really good, but I have several out in the garage because I had bought myself a flat iron and then decided it just was too much for me to do and to have to keep it in the garage and move it out. And by the time I would get all of everything ready, I was too tired to bother with it, so I got rid of it. But I still have a bunch of these mats. I bought, they had them at Costco, and they were the bigger ones. And so I'm just going to keep them, and as I need them, then I have them. I don't have to go look for them or buy them, or I already have them. And plus I can use them in my oven, whatever I want to use them, wherever I want to use them, I will have them. And yeah, so see how these are curling up? I'm going to use that to my advantage. So now I want to paint the inside. I'm not sure if I want to paint the inside black, but I can paint it this color and then go back over it if I decide I don't want it like that. The whole purpose, though, is just so that you can't see the wood. Okay, this will have to be painted or cleaned off or something because I've got the paint on there. Yeah, I just haven't had time to, work on any big projects. I've been trying to keep proactive on my channel, but I just got so much other stuff that takes precedence, yard work and the mini museum, which was several months of doing things and decorating and making things for it. But now that that's just set up, I'm going to leave it set up. And then as I work on things this winter, then I can add to the museum and remove what I don't want. And then it'll be ready next year. I do want to insulate the garage because it's just so cold out there. And it gets really hot in the summer, so I'd like to be able to put a portable heater, maybe a heat and air conditioner type thing in there, I hope. We'll see. I can't say I'm going to, but I'd like to. Well, that's already looking good. I like that. But I may have to do it in black. I don't know. Get down in those grooves. There we go. That's better. Okay, so this will just be a long video. I will try to shut it off at certain intervals if I have to let something dry. I tried to do a live stream, but I'm not really ready for that. I have to have everything set up and probably, I don't know, come up with other ways to do it. I did notice that if it's on a live stream, then the algorithm doesn't share it, which I was disappointed because I wished everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I tried that to see how that would work. When I did them before I lost my previous channel, I didn't understand the whole concept of some of the things that were going on YouTube, so I thought it was better just to delete and start over, which was a bad thing to do. I shouldn't have done it. And I thought my stuff would still be there, but it wasn't. So it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. So now I don't know if I want to do this in that color and have that on top and then have, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I kind of like how that looks. It looks kind of, it could be on the black canvas, but this would all be this color. If I don't like it, I can paint over it. Let's just go for it. But what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to, instead of having a printed side, it's just going to all be solid. And then I was thinking about adding vintage pieces, jewelry of some kind. More, not fancy feminine, but, you know, like some leather parts of belts and things like that. So that's where I'm going with this. I hope it works out, because it would be so different than what everybody's doing. And then it gives you some more options. And this will just help stiffen things, you know, so oh, I like how that looks. Check that out. That looks good. I think I like this. So now, yeah. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So what I can do now is get my staple gun, and I can actually staple inside of there and then allow that to dry. So hang on. Well, I know it's here. I remember seeing it. Oh no. I have been in the process of rearranging and moving things around to make things more accessible. However, sometimes I forget where exactly I put things. So, this was more accessible. Okay, okay, I thought I could do that long ways. I guess not. I guess it only goes that way. Okay. Yeah, that one's not going to work. I cannot use this one. Okay, I'm just going to go old school, use the old paper one. There we go. Now that can be hidden. Okay, and then this one. And as long as it's rolled, it can be glued later. I can, you know, roll it over some more and glue it. Same thing with that one. That looks pretty good to me. All right. I still want to paint both sides, because then it'll stiffen up a little easier. Okay. That looks pretty cool, actually. And then just roll it over and allow it to do what it wants. Happy accidents. I should have realized that it was going to do that. I just didn't think about it. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, that works. That looks pretty good, actually. And it doesn't have to be exact as far as where the curl is and how far it goes, or because the whole inside will be creepy cloth or something. I'm not sure yet what. It might be moss. I'm just not sure. I haven't made that decision yet. So, all right, so that one will go there. And the beauty of it is you can take it up, take the staples out. You just need a staple puller. So that will work. I kind of like that. It reminds me of peeled up onion skins. that one can go a little odd. There, like that. Does not have to be perfect. I like that. I think that looks really good. Now this makes me think of doing it a little bit different. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I kind of like it like that. And like I said, these can go, go down some. They don't have to be that long. I'm just not going to cut them off until I know exactly what I want. That looks really good. And I could actually put it down lower and leave this piece. That's an idea. I like that. Okay, I'm going to do the sides, and then that's how I'm going to do it. This will be the top, and then I'll put the, yeah, that's a cool idea. I like it. It's evolving. When I start a project, I do have something in mind, but it is not etched in stone. I let the work unfold, and sometimes it gets me into trouble, and it doesn't turn out the way I want, but you can always fix it. You can always do something to make it look good. When I was younger, I stressed about everything being perfect, and I have come to realize that as an imperfect being, these things will never be perfect, so I'm going with it, and I'm loving it. I'm learning, even at 72, I'm learning to let go, not be perfect. Okay. And even at this stage, this does not have to be a perfect coverage either, because it is going to be a little, kind of medieval looking. So we just want to, I'm going to paint over those staples, wherever they are. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. They're not shiny now. But I am going to put something in these areas. But at least now they're not, saying, hey, look at me, look at me. I'm a bright, shiny thing. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, I really like that. Yes, this is exactly, yes, I'm loving it. Yes. I'll give it a little bit more here and there. This is my homemade chalk paint that I'm using, and it's very chalky looking. It looks really cool. Very happy with it. But I had to make it because the colors that he wanted, they were not available, so I had to figure it out, and I'm quite pleased with it. Okay, so this needs to dry, and I know that this is how I want it to look, and I think it's going to look really superb. I can't wait to get this in there now. That's going to look really cool. Now, what I'm going to do differently than I did with the other one is I am going to have the creepy cloth available to fill in and maybe add some moss in it onto this piece as soon as I get this glued on. So I'm going to put you on pause until I'm ready for that. Well, before I get too far ahead of myself, I grabbed some items, and I kind of like how this looks. It doesn't, I don't know. I mean, I could make it as fancy as I want, but I don't want it to be that fancy. So I'm thinking this will be fine. I'm going to take this ring off. I don't want that. And I'm just putting these in the curls rather than having the patterned paper. I mean, the patterned paper is nice, don't get me wrong, but I figured for this, it would probably be better. And I should have I really wanted to go to Founders Square today and partake in the festivities, but it's only 19 degrees out, and I just don't do well in the cold, so I'm staying in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these down. I may do something more with this, but I want to put these down first. I'm probably going to use some rub and buff or something like that. I don't know if I should put the same thing down here instead of these hearts. I don't know. It won't fit if I do it that way. I got to move it up. That looks kind of cool. I just wanted the heart in there.
Priority 1 message coming in on secure channel.
Sorry about that. I could just leave that loose and hang from there. That might look cool. Alright, maybe I'll do that, and I'll get 2 more of those and put it down. Okay, I think I like these better. I'm not sure if I will hang this from there, but it's for my grandson, and it's made with love, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm using impasto, which is from U.S. Art Supply, but don't let the name fool you. It is made in China. When I first bought it, I thought it was made in the U.S. Their ad did not say it was made in China that I remember seeing, or maybe it was just hidden away, but it does work really well, and just about everything we have is made in China, so, you know, I figured out, well, I guess that's what I got to do. But I do like this. It's a really good one. I like it better than just about everything I've tried. But I'm just going to keep working away, and you know, if you want to fast forward, please go to it. Okay, where is, here we go, here we go. I put my little clay tools, I have a set for clay, and I have a set for doing this kind of stuff, and for blending and things like that. But I want to make sure that these stay on, so this is kind of thick in there, but it'll dry clear if it's not, you know, too bad. But I do, this is my go-to. And I need to use it up because it is getting dry. I, you know, didn't do any crafts for a long time. But this is my favorite for any kind of mixed media or assemblage. Okay. It's getting kind of dried out there. I don't want that goober. All right. And as long as it's spreadable, it'll still work. You just don't want it to be too dry. All right. Put that on this side. Okay. I've used toothpicks and all kinds of things, but this really works well because it gives it's smooth when you're done. That's what you want. You want it to be smooth. Okay, all right, so we have 2 down. I have this horseshoe. I might put it up here instead, but I got to cover that. So we'll see. These are little charms. I'm going to go ahead and put them on. It's just a little different take on the exploded canvas. I don't know what I could put there that would fold this over and yeah, that looks good. Need a little bit more. Okay. I definitely want to cover up the staples if I can. Okay. All right. And then you can touch up the paint here and there when you need to, you know, after it's all dry. So I'll put that little sun in there. And this is going to be higher than that, but that's all right. I can rebalance it. So let's see. Do I want that one there? Yeah, I think I'm going to put that one there, and maybe put this up here instead. That looks cool. I'll put this one over here. And these are very tarnished, and I want them that way. I could clean them and make them bright and shiny, but I want them to be old world looking. You know, looks good. Okay, let's. Okay. Looks really good there. The message on that is man, I can't even see it. It just says luck, fate, and destiny, but I don't know what the top one says, but that's what I thought. It was a good message. I like that. I'm waiting on this. I'm not sure. So I'm going to turn this around. I really like these little canvases. These are so cool. It has made a huge difference in doing this. I could have painted the black, repainted it, but I kind of like how it looks. It's, you know, it's definitely a vinyl cover. It's not gessoed, so hopefully that will be okay. What I will do in that case is on the back, once I have this glued on and it's glued, then I will staple the canvas to the back of this one. That's what I did on another one that I did, is I stapled the back, and that worked like a champ. But this is such a nice smooth finish, I just didn't really want to mess with it, so I thought this would be okay to do it this way. I mean, you do you, okay? You do whatever. What would be cool is, you know, I've seen some at thrift stores, I've seen some canvases that were brightly colored. It's kind of a fake acrylic pour, and as long as they clean well, then you should be able to do the same thing with them. And I just may try one just to see. I don't have any on hand, but it is something I can go and buy anytime I want because they always have them. But it's a plastic covering, a film of some kind. It's not gessoed canvas. That's just so you know that going into it. If you use one of these, if you want it to be gessoed, then you have to do that on your own. But on this particular thing, I mean, this is not going to be a piece of fine art, so I can justify not going and doing those things. This is just for fun. All right, get this off. You want to get all those little extra bits off without taking the medium completely off. You want it to seal around the edges, but this way it looks pretty good. Take that a little bit more. Take it down just a little bit more. And I'm using a pointed one of these. It gets right down in there. It's really nice. Okay, so I really do think that that looks nice there, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Oh, I see. I had it upside down, so it has to go this way. Didn't realize that. Guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm sure he would know it. Alright. Yeah, just let that. And I won't be able to upload this until after he receives it, so. And usually I don't share videos of things that I make for people, but they don't seem to mind, so. Alright. That's a little weird, but it's fine. It doesn't really want to stay where I want to put it, but that's good where it's at. Okay, so all of these things must dry before I can go any further. I'm going to allow that to curl back over. Like that. Hopefully that'll just that's better. I really like how I did this. Nothing like tooting your own horn, but I do like how it looks. So once this is completely dry, then I'll decide whether I want to add anything more to it before I do the rub and buff or whatever. I have to glue this on, but I'm thinking I can't glue that on until well, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let's go ahead and glue that on while we're. This will have to have something in there. Maybe I could just put that on there like that. Let's do that. I really wanted one of these hearts on there. We'll just go ahead and do it. Gonna do it. It's gonna come over a little bit. There we go. Oh, excuse me. My nose is running. I gotta quit what I'm doing and go get some tissue. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go for it. This should be fine. So, I could just use hot glue, but I'm not going to. I can put some hot glue on here and there just to hold it steady, but I want it to stay. So this will, once it's dry, this is permanent. I'm just going to glob it on and put a little, just in a couple spots. And I'm not worried about the strings. Okay, now what I got to do is I need something underneath there to hold it up. And I should have figured that one out originally. I just didn't. Will that fit? No, it won't. Damn it. Ugh. Usually I'm prepared. For some reason, I wasn't today. This will work. It should work anyway. Yeah. Okay, so that's not going to work either. Huh. Oh, much better, much better, much better. Yay! So I don't even need this little piece here. Stick that on there. Okay. All right. Okay. This will have to have some extra paint to cover that up, but I wanted to get a lot in there so that it got underneath the fold. All right, that looks like that will work. Okay, work like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Once the skull is in there, then it'll look a whole lot better. All right, let's get some. One of the things about putting in the foil is, you know, you have to come up with a way to go around it, because it can come out, even though I did glue it, it can come out and ruin your piece. But I'm going to go ahead and get this on here. And this will take a few days to dry because I'm using so much of this. But that's okay. All right. I gotta stand on top of it and make sure I got it in the right place. Oh, it's scooted. Crap. It's scooted. Oh, crap. Okay, all is not lost. Okay. All is not lost. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I want to pound on that. 1 second. All right. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Let's see how that works. Much better, much better, much better. I should have done that to begin with. So now I got to put a little bit more of this on there. All right. Okay. Let me clean that up. I mean, that wasn't bad. Just one thing came off. That's all right. I just didn't have it wasn't deep enough. That's all. No biggie. All right. So now I can put this on here, and then I can glue the, please excuse my head. Okay. Then I can, when I put the other stuff in the center part, then I can make sure that it's glued. I think that looks super cool. It's not the typical exploded canvas, but I think it is just fine the way it is. At least it's different, and I think he'll like it. Okay, when it's completely finished, drying and everything, then I'll come back and finish decorating, but this has to have a couple of days, so I'll have to splice you up. All right, thanks for watching, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've given it about 3 days to dry, and it's pretty solid. I put some sticks behind there, and then I hot glued all the way around it. I've stapled it, and it should be solid. So then I put some mixed media gel glue all the way around it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this creepy cloth, and I'm going to put it in. Let's see, I don't need that much. I'm going to take some of this off. But what I want to do is put it around it, because then that'll also give it some stability. So, you know, because the head sticks out quite far. So I'm going to put that aside. I'm not sure if I want to put the cloth there first or put it to cover some of this. Maybe that's what I ought to do. Try to get this open. Man, thing's tight. I'm trying to open this. It's supposed to be a food container, but man, you gotta have muscles to get that thing open. So I think I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there, and then I can also put hot glue if I want. I was thinking, yeah, this looks good. I really don't like this stuff because it's so messy, but it does a lot of good. So as long as it gets down in there, and then I can put some up and just make it look messy. And then I can go over it with the creepy cloth. Made a big mess for just that little bit. It's one of the things I avoid using it unless I can soak it with white glue and water, you know, thin it out and spray it, but in this I can't. So I think this looks pretty good. So now I need to make sure this is how I want it, because once I glue it, there's no going back, because it would make such a ugly mess. So I don't think I want it like that. Yeah, maybe like that. Probably still have way too much. It almost looks like hair. I think I'm going to cut that piece off. I don't really think I need that much of it. Let's see if that looks good. If it doesn't, I can always take it out. Okay. I mean, you can barely see what's up here. I kind of like how that looks, but I don't think hot glue is going to work. Okay. I'll try it. daubers go? I can just use this. Because I did get some on the skull. Let me get some up here. And I can put a little bit of the, whatever this stuff is, moss, or not sure exactly what it is. I can put a little bit of that on there. And then it has to be mailed from Indiana to New Jersey, so got to make sure it'll stay in there. Take that piece out. Okay. Well, I hope it works. There, that looks better. Okay, let's take some of that out. That looks pretty good like that. Yeah, that looks okay. It's kind of hooked here, but it's trapped. So that ought to be good. Let's do the same over here. I don't want to touch it because I don't want to get burned. Okay. Yeah, that needs a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want that. Chunk. Get a chunk. Put a chunk up there. There, that looks better. Okay. Hide that in there. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. I think I will put a little bit up here, just so you hide the glue. I don't like seeing the glue, and there's definitely some glue there. So I'll take another piece. I can see the glue, and I don't want to see the glue. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, well, I see the glue there, so I'm just gonna pull that little piece off and finish gluing. Like right there. And a little piece right there. Okay. Well, it'll be up on the wall. You probably won't even notice it. I just know it's there, so I gotta get it off there. Well, I think that looks really creepy. I like it. I like it, I like it. Okay, so now what I have to do, I want to explain. I left some of the dark showing through, so it looks, you know, already looks aged. But I also want to add some, since it's all gold, I'll probably add gold or brass. So I think I'll just add some gold. That's what I have right here. I'm not sure what I did with the... I have gold, I have bronze, I have the deep antique gold. This is gold leaf. I wonder what I did with it. It's probably in here. I hope. Nope. Not on that side. Oh, fudge bucket. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. He won't worry about it, that's for sure. He loves all this kind of stuff, so. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to go ahead and use a brush. I don't want to use that. So I'm just going to put a little bit on here, and then I'll just go around it lightly, hopefully. So and I can always go over it with my finger if I don't like the effect. I don't think the brush is giving it the look I want. My grandson does Magic the Gathering, and he does LARP and all that, so he likes this kind of stuff. He always did like the medieval looking things, even when he was real little. So that's why I thought this would be something he would enjoy. Okay. I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to use my finger on the edge. I think that looks better. I'm going to rub that because it was tarnished quite a bit more. Let's go ahead and get this part. Yeah, I think I need to just do the finger work. I think it looks better. And I will spray this with a matte sealer. It's just too cold out right now. And I'm hoping that we'll have a warm enough day that I can do it. If not, then I'll just have to do something else. I just don't know what yet. Alright, let's get some more. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I like how that looks. I'm going to brighten up the edge just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Get that horseshoe. Oh yeah, I think that looks super. I love it. Okay, so now I was thinking about doing something with the teeth. Maybe I should just use the gold. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah. The teeth need to stand out. Oh, I love it. I love it. He loved the one I made for my son-in-law, but I don't want to make the same thing, you know, for both of them. I want each one of them to have something different, original from me, but yeah, this one is so cool. I love it. Love it. All right, I need a little bit up here, I think. Oh, I'm so happy this turned out. I figured it would, but, you know, you just, when you finally see the end result, it's just, you know, just super. I love it. Oh my God, I can't wait to show my neighbor, see what he thinks. I bet he'll love it too. So anyway, that's it. That is the end result of all the work, and I'm very happy with it. I think it is really super looking. So thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.